What's up? We're Rejoice. I'm Cal. Who are you, Noah?
My name is Noah. Thank you, Cal.
Yeah. And you?
And I'm Brenna.
So I am the lead singer. We want a lot of singers, so it's this whole group. But for now, I am the one you'll be hearing most of the time. I also do the production, so I do most of the music behind it. And so yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
Very nice.
What do you add?
I am the lead drummer,
Yes.
and I'm also one of the lead lyricists. I've heard that's the right term.
That's the proper, yeah.
Lyricists. I write a lot of
Writer.
lyrics, basically.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Without Noah, it'd just be boring music, and
thanks,
you
Cal.
just be like, "What's happening?" And no drums, which does not work out
Makes
well.
it even worse.
Yeah. What do you do?
So I am the social media
Manager.
Manager,
social
sure.
media manager. I also am the girl lead singer.
You're the girl.
I'm girl.
I'm girl.
I'm girl for Rejoice. And yes, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love my life.
It just starts breaking down.
Everything's fine.
I just want to be
So
so grateful.
so
Nice.
our first single was Looking Up, and it was kind of an introduction to what you can expect. It's a lot of hype. We have we're part of this youth group, and we utilize big crowds a lot to get that next level energy.
What got me into music is a very interesting question, because I think I know a good amount of that answer, but again, probably not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Mostly what got me into music is drumming. A lot of it is from drumming. I've been drumming for over 4 years, and it's been just such an absolute massive part of my life, of my church life, and I would say that I don't know where I would be right now.
I remember I first met you, and you were like, "Yo, Cal, check this out." And you had like a pen, and you just started doing this drumming thing. And I'm like, that's going to be something.
That was Noah's prime middle school years, was his two
Very
little church
big
pens.
pen tapper.
Meanwhile, I'm attempting to play drums it's not working.
Were you on drums before he was?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we lead music for our youth, and the first few months I tried doing drumming, and it does not match Noah's level. So
he can play drums.
I can hit things.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
can hit things. I mean, you can keep tempo.
Yeah. I think what got me into music, well, what I know got me into music was my dad is a worship pastor. So I've lived with this, music on the other side of the house.
24/7.
Yeah, all the time. But my first instrument was piano. And so I remember just sitting down, not knowing anything about, music theory and, all that. And I say it like theory's not important, but, at the time I had no idea what it was. And so I'm looking down and I'm like, how do I press these notes and make something listenable out of it? And so that's what really started this, spiral into ambition into all this music. And thankfully I've met friends along the way that share this want to make music. So yeah.
So I, not on the same scale as, musical family as you, but my dad, had some musical past. My older sister was a huge, huge, huge music person.
Yeah.
She sang in, all these choirs. She did, felt like 6 different instruments in bands. So she was, really a part of that world. She also led worship. But I feel like for me, my biggest musical inspiration has always been, her, all, sad, whatever.
Oh.
But yeah, because she's just always been so good at it. So it's always been something that I've, wanted to dip my, life into.
Dip my toes in.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want it to be weird. But yeah, so then I started leading worship for my church. I started, in 6th grade as soon as I came up into the youth. And just kind of never stopped, and then just
it's amazing what a church can offer.
Yeah, 100%.
Like once you get into it, like I'll ask my dad, like, hey, I'm trying to find this one keyboard. And he's like, oh yeah, check. I don't know why I gave him an accent, but yeah, check the closet at the church,
Not
and there it
Australian.
is. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. So it's crazy the amount of things a church will give you, not just physically, but you know the people that a church and primarily God will give you.
At the right time.
And God and this church have given God has given us Rejoice. We chose Rejoice we chose the name Rejoice after a camp we all went to, and we're worshiping, and you know we do all this fun stuff, and we're on the ride back home, and me and Noah, Brenna's in the girl van, the less cool girl van, and yeah, and me and Noah are like, we gotta do something.
We've always talked about it. It was in the back of our minds for a long time, and because at this point we've been leading Sunday and Wednesday worship together for
years.
Like 4, 5 years, something.
Yeah, something crazy.
Like that. And it was always in the back of our minds, and we've never just pulled the trigger on it. And
that week,
we got to meet the band that week. Oh, too. Yeah, and I think that was probably, at least for me, one of the biggest reasons why I was like, let's just do this.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Just going up on stage and all that.
And then it's boring when you have 2 guys on stage and you're just watching them. So we needed a girl.
Hey.
I don't have TikTok or any of that stuff. And
that's true. Yeah,
she's really good at that
she's
stuff.
social media savvy. Yeah,
screen time off the charts.
Yeah, we want to incorporate, you know, people that are just next level. You know, I'm not the best guitar player, so we have like 10 people who are just fantastic at guitar. You know, we have singers, so you don't get sick of my voice. A memorable part about releasing this new song, it's called Looking Up, I really like how it came out, was because we were focusing on music for youth and for camps and all that, we want to have a song that you can jump to. So you can't jump to most, you know, Bublé, like, right. And so you need the energy, but most importantly, you need the tempo, which is like that. And you can't jump to that because, you know, gravity happens. So I remember first thing I did, usually people write in a notebook or, you know, play a guitar to start their songwriting adventure. But the first thing I did was I just jumped. And I saw where that was, and it was like 165, but that's nerdy lingo. But you know, finding that tempo that, you know, everyone can jump to, and finding that, you know, energy, because you don't want to create a song to just listen to in the car. Like there's songs for that, and there's super cool songs for that, but we really want to create some music for that live, jumpy, party feel. What was your, Noah and Brenna, what was your guys' favorite part about making this song? Because they were both a part of it equally.
I think one of my favorite parts, I actually have a few.
Okay.
One of the favorite parts that I enjoyed was writing the lyrics, because when we were brainstorming back in like November of last year, Cal came up to me with the intro piano part and some interesting lyrics at the time. And I was like, I really like this. This is good. And then when he came out with that first chorus and the lyrics and all that, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. And we kind of just got to it and just came up with a bunch of other different lyrics. We got I don't want to say fancy with it, but we got into it, I guess.
It was a flow.
Artistic.
It was a flow.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a flow. That's what it was. So, yeah, I love the lyrics. And I think one of my favorite parts of the song is towards the end. Obviously, the drum fill is probably one of my favorite parts.
Sick.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was literally me in my garage just doing whatever sounded good. And I was like, I really want this song to have an absolute banger fill. And so I came up with something and I sent it to Cal and we got to work.
Yeah, I had no notes. Like he told me, and I'm like, dude.
Thumbs up on the message.
Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
This is great. So yeah, those are my favorite parts. The whole song is great.
So Brenna, you helped out a lot with the rehearsal because we wrote this for a live show.
Oh yeah.
With some friends for a camp, and so you were there for rehearsal and you put a lot of input into it. So, what do you think is your favorite part of the song? Favorite part of making the song?
Should I talk about the ghetto?
I don't know.
What?
The drumming recording having the like. The
Oh
ghetto
sure.
drumming.
Yes,
Yeah, let's do it.
That's not ghetto.
No, it's just like funny. Like
Yeah.
That's what we had to do at the time.
you're right. Okay, so for the song "Looking Up," there were some. Should I say technical difficulties?
Yeah.
We were working with
Not-
what we had together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some old wiring. Is that fair to say?
We lost a lot
That's
of time
fair.
because of it.
So we decided to record the drumming for "Looking Up" live. That's the right term.
Yes.
To
Which was
record it live.
the goal
The vibe.
for the start, and so
Right.
the question was, how did we do it?
So we were trying to find, I can't remember exactly, but we were trying to find a microphone to record the drums.
Yeah.
Like one that would like set up, like the one that goes in a cajon, right? Or something.
No.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
like
yeah.
like classic drumming mics, they work
Yes,
fine.
yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our wiring system wasn't up to date.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. So we that resulted in me holding a singer's
Yes.
microphone.
We
in
don't
the-
have drum mics.
We don't have drums. We don't have mic stands, or at least in the room we were recording it in.
We have
so,
a bass drum mic. That's literally
yes.
Yeah. So I was standing inside the drum cage with
Earplugs because
with my
it's so loud.
in-ears in, doing probably nothing. My ears ring every like couple days, but it's fine. Holding the microphone like probably about yay far from the drum
Yeah.
while no one's full on like banging the crap out of it. So that was it was a fun
That
experience.
was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. It definitely like I don't know, it just made it so much more special to see like how it turned out and be like,
Yeah.
wow, that actually sounds good. Like
Right.
it's like, I don't know, just seeing it take a snowball from the idea of the band to the first single coming
Yeah.
out was really just like made me like, wow.
And that's the first time I've done it too. So I mean, I've been, producing music for myself for a
Right.
while now. But without people like the two next to me, I can't finish something, and I can't, I don't believe in a work enough unless I have people there to say, oh, I really like this, but change this or add this,
Right.
And one person, at least not
Yeah.
me, I know some people really thrive off of that, like lock myself in a room and get something done. But that's just not me.
Yeah.
And so being able to work with people that want to get this music to the best it can be as much as me,
Mhm.
really, really, helps that. And we released it, and you can listen to it, and we can listen to it, to this fixed and final piece, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, I finally started something and completed it, and we finally
See
started
the
something
end
and completed it.
result, yeah.
I will also give credit to Brenna because she was the one who recommended to me and Cal, you guys should start a band.
I'm like, that would be so
Because-
it was my idea. I
It
will
was
say.
last year at our summer youth camp, and me and Cal got this quote unquote VIP pass. So we got to meet the band and go up on stage and all that. And
which totally shouldn't have happened.
it shouldn't
like the
have.
people like in like the backstage just like,
Who
what's
are
like
you?
what is going
What's
on?
going up there? But like they were just so chill about it, and they just invited us up there,
Yeah.
and we talked about that all day,
Mhm.
literally all day. And then
That's so
Brennan was like,
fun.
"You guys should start a band."
And
we
then
were
of
like,
course we were
Just
like,
like that.
okay,
I said it just
we're
like that.
we're already in a Wednesday night.
right.
Yeah,
worship band.
you
And then
guys
a few
shot
min-
my idea down.
and then a few minutes later, I'm like, what if we start a band?
Right.
That's such a good idea.
And then I was like, "That's great."
Our song is out. It's called Looking Up, and we are the faces behind it. Now you have a visual. We wanted to make this video to firstly promote our music, but secondly, so we can connect with you and you can connect with us. And so, yeah.
Quick shout out to West Bradenton Baptist Church
Yes.
for just always supporting us and just giving us the resources and just such
Giving
a
us
great
the people.
and the great
Yeah.
environment, and we couldn't have done this without them.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is just a blessing to have them with
Yeah.
us.
And we also just wanted to thank you guys. You know, even if you're not on this couch with us, you guys are just as big of a part
Right.
of this as, you know, we are. And also, if you guys want to follow our Instagram,
Oh.
official.rejoice, and then
Whoa.
also our TikTok, official.rejoice. Go give it a follow. And we should have some in our YouTube, right?
Yes.
YouTube.
We want to do a lot of videos breaking down. You know, you'll see a video from me shortly, or it'll come out soon, how I actually made it from a technological standpoint, made looking up. So we want to do a lot of behind the scenes and vlogs and stuff like that on our YouTube.
Just some
Maybe
like
a few music
fun
videos.
media,
Yeah.
just so you guys get to know us better, you know.
Yeah.
Just the vibe.
So we're Rejoice. It's great to meet y'all. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. How
We'll
do
see
we?
you when we see you next. How about that?
Hey, there we are.
Nailed it.
Bye.